Welcome to Guitar Fun 101. I'm Andrew Boyd, and today we're going to learn about the blues, the 12-bar blues. So grab your guitars and let's get ready. The first thing about the blues is it is easy to organize using a few numbers. We're going to use bars. Every bar is just 4 beats. Beats are just pulsations, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Every beat is going to be of an equal size, meaning think of it as 4 equal slices of pizza. And so those slices would be pretty big, but they're all cut the exact same size. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Of equal length, not short, long, short. So, even tempo. All right. That said, there's going to be 12 bars. Every bar has 4 beats in it. Check out the chart. That might help you to visualize it. I'll put that chart up right there for you to see. And here we go. So the first step is to learn a bunch of chords. So the first chord is an E7. What we're going to do, use your thumb, put it on the back of the guitar neck, take your 2 major fingers, your pointer finger and your middle finger, put your pointer finger on string 3, fret 1, take your middle finger on string 5, fret 2. Use your fingertips. Keep a space in between your hand and the actual guitar. And strum each string by itself. Now let's talk about chords, because we haven't talked a lot about chords yet. The big thing about chords is that you want your fingertips to be pressing the notes, and in the middle of those notes there's an open string. And what most people do is they play their whole chord and they think it sounds right, but if you check each string, you'll see that maybe some aren't really ringing. And what that's caused by is leaning fingers. You don't want your fingers to lean. So what you're going to do is, instead of having your very fingertips lean like the Leaning Tower of Pisa, you want them to be straight like a hammered nail going into a board. All right? So a straight angle versus leaning. Remember, leaning, curled. In close versus a C curve space. A very common question with chords is, it's uncomfortable. Well, are you leaning forward? Or are you pulling your guitar back to you? Are you creating a space in between your hand and the actual guitar, or are you holding it close because you want a space? So here's back to the basics, okay? Form your E7 chord. It's played like this. Check each string. This is your practice. If you haven't played chords before, the most important part of this lesson is just going to be these 3 chords, okay? So you are going to be practicing these 3 chords for this week, or for this session. E7. The next chord is A7. Do the same test. Now the trick is to be able to switch. If you haven't played, switching is going to take a little while. It's normal. It should. It wouldn't be fair if people could just pick up a guitar and just play it, whereas the rest of us, it took us years and years to learn. So welcome to the club of learning. Here we go, E7. and then practice switching to A7. All right, so just practice that for a while. Now moving on, we're going to go to B7. B7 is your first 3 fingers. Your middle finger on string 5, fret 2, pointer finger, string 4, fret 1, and your ring finger, fret 2, string 3. Check them all out. And for this chord, do not strum string 1, which is your top one. So there you have it. We've got our 3 chords for blues. When you learn them, come back to this video and, try it out. For those of you who have done the work and do know these chords, here we go, moving forward. In 12-bar blues, your first 4 bars are going to be E7. So 4 bars of E7, 4 beats each. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 1 bar. All right? So here we go. 4 bars. All right, so that's the first part of it. So your first 4 bars are done. Now bar 6 and bar 7. Here we go. That's going to be an A7 chord. And for 2 bars. That's it. So far we have 4 bars of E7. It's bar 3 coming up. Bar 4. And then we're going to go to bar 6. And then we're going to go to bar 8 and 9, which is just back to E7 again. All right, now for bars 9, 10, 11, and 12. You're almost there. You can almost play the 12-bar blues. So let's recap. First 8 bars. Bar 1, bar 2, bar 3, bar 4, all right, now bar 9 is a B7. And we're going to play that for 4 beats. Then we're going to go to our A7 for 4 beats, and then our E7. And then B7. If you're getting lost, okay, just go and download the PDF, and it's all right in front of you. Okay, it's 12 bars, and we'll keep on flashing that PDF up there for you so that you can see it. All right, so now you've done the work. You can switch between chords. The difficult thing is knowing how to play slow. Okay, so it's okay to play it like this and then switch that slow, okay? If you're doing this and then you're pausing and learning how to switch, that's good, but you want to slow down your whole tempo so that everything seems to join together. All right? Like that. There's no need to rush. Rushing just wrecks things, usually. Okay? So here's what it's going to sound like after you practice it for a few days or so. Or if you're already familiar with it, you can probably already do this, which is great. Here it is, the whole 12-bar blues. 1, 2, 3, 4, 2, 2, 3, 4, 3, 4, we switch. 1, 2, back to 1, 2. B7's coming up. So that is the bare bones version, not using much rhythm at all, just using straight 4/4 time. Here's something great about the blues. You can just make up whatever words you want. So once you have this down, you can just create songs. I'm going to give you an extra strum too. So take your E7 chord, strum down, strum back up, and then use your palm of your hand and just mute. So, all right, so. All right, what that does is it gives us a little bit of energy in there. So here's the 12-bar blues using this strum. Remember, just down, up, mute. That's it. Down, up, mute. Keeping time. All right, so. So that's version 2 of the 12-bar blues, and that's using that extra strum. All right, so I think that's pretty good for this week. A lot of you are going to be experiencing chords for the first time. You're going to be grappling with rhythm and keeping time. So this week in your practices, remember to be patient with yourself. Anybody who you've ever seen playing, B.B. King, Santana, anybody, they have practiced these chords, and at one point they couldn't play them at all. So be encouraged that you get to go down the same path as every other great guitar player who has ever played. So be patient and you'll get there. Thank you, and I'll see you next time on Guitar Fun 101. I was a sailor, I was lost at sea. I was under the waves before love would rescue me. I was a fighter, returned on a threat. Now I stand accused of all the things I've said. Love comes to town, I'm gonna catch that flame. When love comes to town, I'm gonna jump that train. Maybe I was wrong to ever let you down, but I did what I did before love came to town.